everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to the best team in Europe. Sorry, James Redmond TV, the best team in Europe, representing loud and proud in the middle of Merseyside. Not at Anfield, and I know I'm being a bit of a joke of a fan for that, but still I can enjoy the wonders and my comfort of my couch. By the way, because the live streams have been a little bit up and down in terms of quality and in terms of Wi-Fi, you can watch the match highlights like old school highlights where I film myself and, it's the best of the best reactions. It's good HD, it's boss. Okay, the game was boss. I am buzzing. I am the happiest man in the world. In fact, no. I would be the happiest man in the world if Josephine Gomez got his goal, that world-class screamer that he went for at the end. That'd have been fucking gorgeous. That'd have been, that'd have been an amazing experience. That'd have been better than any birthday or Christmas or mum's birthday. I'm now going to get smacked by me ma. But the point is, I love Joe Gomez. I want him to get his goal. But let's talk about that performance. Endo Wataru, the Japanese Iniesta. This is what he does on a regular basis because he's boss or he's sick. And Hussam needs to hold that. How dare Hussam? Every single stream with the agenda. Today he posts about every goal scorer, at least in the first half, as that was when I last fact-checked, but not Endo Wataru, but was slandering Endo Wataru, the Japanese Iniesta, or you can say the Iniesta is the Japanese, or sorry, the Spanish, even though he played in Japan, the Spanish Endo Wataru. And on top of this, I think I'd even go as far to say that Endo Wataru is becoming slightly the best CDM in the league. He's not, but that's fine. The point is that Endo Wataru got his first goal. It was a header. It was a great ball in by Trent. I loved every second of it. I am going to be rewatching those highlights tonight. And I was going to make a joke, but I'm a Christian now. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me say this. I am so proud of Gravenberch in particular. I thought he was an amazing performer from start to finish. I thought on top of this, the way he conducts a game, chat, you need to realise. I love Sobbo. Sobbo's our best midfielder. Gravenberch is there though. Like, they are the De Bruyne and the Pogba if they were good for the whole careers. Like the way De Bruyne was. De Bruyne met the standards. Pogba not as much, but if Pogba on his day, you see what I'm saying? Long leg, silky baller, can shoot. He's amazing. The fact that his goal went world class. By the way, Nunes, you need to see this match reaction in a bit. I'm going to edit it all up. It's going to be out at like midnight UK time. Oh my god, that was the most Nunes moment of all time, and it was amazing, but so devastating at the same time. I've never experienced the feeling like it. I love that man though. I love that run. I love every single ounce of passion and ooze and sauce about that run. He took on about 5 players and hit the post. He did the Fernando Torres. It was crazy. You could probably say he's Fernando Torres at Chelsea, but what did Torres do? He scored some big goals. And he never really got a big amplified goal so he can surpass the Torres legacy at Chelsea. But still, Nunes, what the fuck was that, lads? I couldn't believe what he done there, I love Nunes, but Nunes, I love him. But then Gravenberch scored, so it was all Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt type stuff, you know what I mean? That was amazing. I was buzzing with that. It's the sweet Nancy Francis. That was a game and a half, that chat, you know what I mean? I've got my feet up here, mate, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing skin, though, not that type of skin. I mean, like, leg skin, you know what I mean? So I'm not looking to, make it that type of show. That being said, I am fucking buzzing. Endo scored. Friggin' Salah scored. Well, Salah's getting European goals when he's not even starting. It's beautiful. He'll probably still end up being the top goal scorer in this league. Do you know what I like about the Europa League, defo? Like, we're seeing names that you should never see in this team, but it's amazing that we can provide them a platform to see, are you good enough for this standard? And I can't really think, like, Luke Chambers had a Met game, but listen, it's his first game in the shirt. You've got to give him time. And he's highly favoured across Europe. You know, he was linked to it by a Leverkusen, and we know how good they are at developing players. So they see a player there, and I see a player there. Not based on today's performance, but based on his attributes. I think he could be a decent left-back or centre-back. Might not be our stylistic preference, but he could be someone that we grow, and then we end up selling him for a certain price. Or he could end up proving to be a really, really good left-back. I'm not sure. And then there was the other 2 kids, James O'Connell, because that's an easy name to remember. Guy from Sunderland, that's what the commentator said. There was another dude as well who played out on the wing with like a little bit of an afro. He looks sound. he looked like he wanted to get involved and make the game progressive. But the main senior players, you know, the link-up play between Jota and Nunes at times in the first half was sensational. And then, you know, it shows, and it's a testament to the depth of the squad. Gakpo, you know, coming on and, you know, at least linking up with players after an injury, which is great to see. I'm just so happy, I'm so proud. And I know that it's the Europa League, I don't care. Like, I don't even need to acknowledge it, because we make our European runs mean something. We're going to make a more memorable Europa League run, in my opinion. And clip this, because this could go really bad. But I have faith that we're going to get all the way to Dublin. You know, that's the home of many Liverpool fans. I think it's written in the stars for us to get there. Whether we win or not, we don't know. We've got a bit of an up and down record in finals, but Champions League finals at least, and a Europa League final we've lost. So let's see how this team will handle the pressure in Dublin if we can get there. But I believe we can, and I believe that'll be a night to remember, because it's in Dublin. And at the end of the day, I don't care. Unlike, you know, United and City, you know, who were saying they wouldn't care if they won the Champions League as much as the Prem means more. I don't know if they'd still hold that same opinion, but if they do still hold that same opinion, what that shows is that what the European competition is. To Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world, that's the most important thing. And the reason is because it's the biggest competition in the world. But European football is something that Real Madrid, if they were in the Europa League, yes, it would be a fucking disaster going in there, but they'd make it mean something throughout the journey, you know what I mean? And that's what teams do, that's what Sevilla do when they get knocked out of the Champions League. And for us, we're just a European heritage type team. That's the way it is. And I think for us, you know, Conference League, we might have a different vibe about because of the lack of competition. But I bet you we'd still have a more electrifying reaction to winning the Conference League than if United won the Champions League. I really believe this. And, you know, Liverpool are just that type of club. We thrive on European football. So it's good that we've got it opposed to not having it. But I'm so proud. I'm so happy. And I'm glad, you know, to see Harvey, Curtis get games. Curtis with the suspension, so that's positive. You know, no Sobbo made an appearance. You know what, Torhan? As a bit of a Debbie Downer. Kelleher, didn't think he was great, but you've got to give some leeway to the dude. He hasn't played in God knows how long. Hasn't played all season, at least. Probably hasn't played since the League Cup, no? Because isn't Alisson the guy who gets the FA Cup games? Possibly an FA Cup game. Early round, maybe that was Kelleher's last game. I'm not sure if Alisson got injured and he played towards the end of last season. But yeah, I don't think Kelleher was great. He makes the goal look very small in comparison to Alisson, which is fine. But I'd never want Kelleher to be the main goalkeeper or, you know, anything like this. But he's a great shot stopper when it comes to penalties. At times he can be a good shot stopper in goal. But I thought today, you know, his passes were misplaced and whatever. But again, rustiness, got to get the cobwebs off. And I believe, you know, in a high intense game, something he hasn't been familiar with throughout his whole career. You know, the dude never gets consistent games. If you think about his most developmental years, he barely played, you know, from the age of 18 to 24. I can't remember where he's been out on loan, and he's always sat on the bench and done a great job. That's not me slandering Kelleher. I love the Irish Casillas, but I just think there's a question there, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I feel our lass on him because he's not getting games. So it'll be interesting to see his future, but let me know down below who your man of the match was. Mine's Gravenberch, all the way. What a player. Finally, a good Dutch player. He was boss, lads. He was boss. He actually is coming in like... He looks... I don't want to say generational off a Europa League game, but he was good against Everton. Like, he's performing well week in, week out, and he's being a standout. He probably can perform that type of... And he made it look like the team that it was, a Europa League team. He made it look like he deserves to be on a level above. He's quality, mate. I'm not arsed. I think if Real Madrid got in there, be talking about him like a fucking gem. You know what I mean? Like, he already is a gem. I think people rate him. I get Arsenal fans, United fans messaging me saying he's a good player. So I think, like, the consensus there is that we all rate Gravenberch. But how high can he go? His ability is world class. What he's proven, can't say it's world class because you don't know. But what he's shown us and the attributes, which I always emphasise, boss. Quality player. Love the dude. Anyway, leave in the comments down below what you thought about the game. And then tomorrow, and I'm going to start posting a schedule in the mornings of the channel about a live stream, because solo live stream I'll be able to use all my equipment, but for some reason when I do live streams with other people it cuts out and I can't see them, so I have to use my phone now for the shared live streams. So that'll be with League on Air rants and all those. But in terms of my streams, I might be able to still use my laptop with my webcam and my microphone, so that'll be decent. But yeah, that's one thing I'm looking on doing. But yeah, anyway, chat, thank you for watching this video. Smash a like, subscribe, 5-1, the craziest moment of all time with Nunes, boss though. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Sayonara.